Welcome to the Tariro Talks podcast series, the ultimate hub of youth power and possibility. Here, we dive into the heart of what matters to young people: health and well-being, entrepreneurship, leadership, and youth-driven action in times of disasters. We spark conversations that inspire, empower, and equip the next generation, not just to be resilient, but fearless, inspired, healthy, and ready to drive a sustainable future. Together, we explore stories, ideas, and solutions that shape a brighter future for young people. Today, we're diving deeper into a crucial topic: youth entrepreneurship, which has become one of the primary avenues for economic empowerment in Zimbabwe. However, a large percentage of young entrepreneurs operate in the informal sector, meaning they are not registered, and their businesses are not legally recognized. This informal economy, which includes everything from street vending to small retail businesses, has grown to dominate the country's economic landscape. In Zaka, where communities are rich in agriculture, local crafts, and small businesses, the challenges of informal business operations are particularly visible. Youth and women, who are key players in the local economy, often face barriers when it comes to access to capital, markets, and legal protection. Business formalization can help break down these barriers, offering entrepreneurs access to government programs, loans, tax benefits, and market opportunities that they would otherwise miss. While there is an increasing awareness about the benefits of formalizing a business, many young entrepreneurs are still hesitant to take the plunge. Concerns around bureaucracy, perceived costs, and lack of knowledge about the formalization process keep them in the informal sector. Today, we hope to shed some light on these challenges and inspire more entrepreneurs to formalize their businesses, ensuring that they are positioned for sustainable growth. In today's episode, we'll be diving deep into the power of business formalization and registration, two crucial steps that can unlock countless opportunities for entrepreneurs, especially in the context of Zaka, where a growing ecosystem of small businesses is thriving. To help us have this conversation, we are joined by four guests. First, we have a representative from the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprises Development, and also another key parent ministry, Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Development, and Vocational Training. We're also joined by two entrepreneurs: an entrepreneur in waste management who recently formalized his business. And finally, we're also joined by an agropreneur who is operating informally. Welcome, everyone. We're so glad to have you today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for
the Now, let's start by hearing from the Ministry of Women Affairs and the Ministry of Youth. Gentlemen, you can kindly introduce yourselves and share the role your ministries play in supporting SMEs, particularly around business formalization.
Okay, thank you very much. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Chazrino, Mr. Chazrino J. I'm employed by the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprises Development here in Zaka District as the District Development Officer. So now I'm going to share the roles of the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community and Small and Medium Enterprises Development briefly, so that I'll give others a chance to introduce themselves as well. So for the ministry is from the name of the ministry itself, we are responsible for women's social and economic empowerment. That is with a number of programs earmarked for women, especially with regards to do with the women's social and economic empowerment. We also have the Department of Gender, where we focus on gender aspects, which includes issues to do with gender-based violence, family laws, and other issues to do with gender. We've also another department which has a lot of impact to small and medium enterprises. That is the Department of Business and Cooperative Development. This department is responsible for assisting small, micro and medium enterprises, be it with issues to do with training, registration, and a lot of issues to do with SMEs, including workspace, provision of workspace. Then we finally we have the department which is responsible for community development. In this department, that's where all our departments now interact with the community, where we now look at the issues to do with the whole community, that is community development. So that's it, that's our role in brief. Thank you.
Right, I also want to introduce myself. I'm Mr. Pikiti Endo from Ministry of Youth, Empowerment, Development and Vocational Training. I would also want to share the role which we play as a ministry in terms of development. Right, we've got only two departments in the ministry which mostly assist in the economic empowerment and also the development of youth. This department mostly look into projects in terms of youth economic empowerment, and then the aspect of youth development will be looking into vocational trainings, whereby youth will be doing skills just like carpentry, welding, and so forth, just mentioned a few. So, in the other end, as ministry, we also assist the youth to get funding from financial institutions, which is also a major role whereby youth can manage to come into registering their businesses and so forth. Then I'm sure this is the only issue we play as a ministry. We also have the Zimbabwe Youth Council, whereby it assists also youth to register their businesses. So I can just say, in short, these are the most aspects we'll be looking into whenever we look into youth development and youth participation in economic empowerment. I thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Pikiti. Thank you very much, Mr. Chajino. Now we're moving on to the formalized entrepreneur. Can you briefly introduce yourself and share what exactly led you to formalize your business? You can take us through that process.
It's okay. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Walter Chinoru. I'm the founder and CEO of Wochi. That is a waste management company. Yeah, what made me to formalize my business is that a Ministry of Youth called for registration in 2020, and I was among the privileged who managed to register under Zimbabwe Youth Council. And for your own information, I managed to register with a little amount of $5 to register my company. That was in 2020. And also, what made me to exactly to formalize my business is because of I wanted myself to create a better working conditions, because most of the people always run away from councils because they are not formally registered. Also, the issues of trust and confidence to my customers as well as investors and partners. If you are registered, you can attract more customers or even partners. They know that you are registered, so it's easier for you to do all your business without any problem. That's what I can say for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Walter. Thank you for that insightful process that you took us through. Now over to you, the informal entrepreneur. Can you tell us bit about yourself, about what you do, and particularly on what's stopping you from formalizing your business entity.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. My name is Robson Geja. I'm an agro-entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm practicing small mixed farming from horticulture, piggery, poultry, and also aquaculture. So far, I'm not yet registered because of some of the following reasons I'm going to share with you. Right, for example, in piggery farming, for me to register, there's a lot of processes for me to register into piggery production. The process is complex. There are so many processes. For me to get registered to piggery, I have to go to register of companies. So this is where I'm going to get name of the company or name of the farm. Then also I have to go to Zimra, where I'm going to obtain tax clearance. Then from there I have to go to Department of Veterinary Services. This is where I'm going to get a certificate from the Department of Veterinary Services. And then also I have to go to the local authorities. For me, we're operating on the villages, so I have to go to the chief or headman for me to get a authority to run my small business. So for me so far, the complex of registering the business is too much, and it's also cost. Thank you so much for this program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Robson. And now we want to dive deep into understanding the concept of business formalization. And Mr. Chagino from the Ministry of Women Affairs, can you take us through what exactly we mean by business formalization? Because if we listen to the phrase business formalization, we think and it sounds scary. It's a scary process. But can you break it down for the youth? What does business registration consist of?
Right, it's okay. Mkoma wangu ni mfunzo wa mantipa. Legendi upatsanure ne chishona. Septoro kwa maita, it seems like you were saying it's something scary. I don't believe so. It's nothing scary. There's nothing to worry about when we talk about it's a formalization yema business edu. Saka ndingangoti formal versus informal. Formal trikuda kuti business redu rive nema standards, ringe richimita ma standards kana kuti regulations akasetwa. Saka chinhu chimwe nechimwe chatinoita ndofunga tinenge tichida kustrive kuti tinge tichimita zvinhu tinoti zviri pamutemo. Saka kana tichiti takuda kuregister chinhu chedu chive formal, ndofunga tiri kutaura kuti tiri kuda kureva kuti zvatiri kuita tiri kuda kuti zvizame kunge zvichimita zviri kutaurwa nechinyi nemutemo. That's in short what I can call it formalization. Saka ndingati for example unogona kunge uchiita chaunoita asi kana chisiri formalized hapana yardstick kana tatingati ma standards atinga measure what you are doing. But kana chava registered, which means now munhu anogona kunge achiuya achida kushanda newe kana kuti aine zvaunda kwauri, aku expect some level of standards, some level of standards. For example, mchinza munhu anoti we've registered with the Standards Association of Zimbabwe for a product. It's like arongotaura kuti for this product yakunge ichimita so and so standards. So it's the same as formalization yema business yedu. Tiri kuti munyika ino yeZimbabwe business redu rava pamutemo, rakuzikanwa zviri pamutemo, rakuteedzerawo mutemo yenyika. Uye mukusekutaura kwamaita nezvekutaura zvatiri kuita kwakafanana nekupa zita kumwana. Business mwana wedu watazvara tava kumupa zita, tava kumupa birth certificate. Akutarisirwa kuti ave mwana anozikanwa kuti vachinhuru vane mwana pazvarwa mwana anoti business. Saka kana tari register tari pazita, tari pahwaro huri pamutemo hwekuti chero nani unouya unenge achiziva kuti kambani iyi yakadini, yakarongeka zviri pamutemo, anogona kuita zvinhu asina matyira ekuti ndinogona kuvharwa mari dzangu, ndinogona kupedzisira tonosvitsana kumutemo toita zvinhu zvisiri pamutemo. So in brief, I can say formalization is moving from the informal to the formal sector, where our efforts are going to be recognized pamutemo wedu wehurumende uye pamutemo wedu wemalocal authorities. Ndofunga tichazotsanangura kana tichazodzidza kuti kuregister tinogona kuregister tiine mhando dzakadini, dzakasiyana siyana, asi pari zvino tingangoti papfupi kuita kuti business redu rizikanwe zviri pamutemo, kambani yedu ikwanise kana maproducts edu anga achikwanisika kutengeseka wo zviri pamutemo, business redu richisadzikisawo zvinochidiwa nehurumende nemucommunity maringe richishandira. Saka ndingangoti nepapfupi ndiyo formalization.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chazvino. Now, we want to look at our entrepreneurs here. What are the common misconceptions, challenges, or fears that prevent you guys and many other entrepreneurs from formalizing my businesses right now? This is your chance to shine, Robson.
Yes. Business kwedu, I'm still informal. I'm not yet registered. Register so far. There's complex registration process. For example, Nambotara big farming. Kuti fully registered, I have to go through 6 steps. And how much I have to go to Harare is cost. It becomes cost. Then also the high registration costs. Kuti formally registered. It's really expensive. Ini is a small medium. Lichiri kutokura. Asanda ndasimba financially. So it's cost. Then tupapo tuita fee fanoni. Kuti ma communities patechibao, most of the business patechona, they are not registered, they are not formally registered. So it is my youth, as my small and medium enterprises. Takangokura tichongoona vanhu vasingazivi vari informal sectors. Tangona sokuti ndozvinhu common kuma communities edu kwatinogara. So isusu pangori nekamuka-fee fanoni. Ka-fee fanon for us to get registered. And then also there's limited access to my awareness and also my educations. Kutopoa my education about what the benefits of registering your businesses. Right. Also trakwenda pama multiple license and my challenge, multiple license in my permits. Tambota pa big production kuti I have to go to my permits and ndofana kuona wana Department of Veterinary Services. Ndofana my permits and ndofana kuona na Zimura. Ndofana my license and ndofana kuona na Zimura. And then also my insurances and ndofana ku insure business yangu. There are so many processes, my license and my permits. So for us it becomes cost. My small medium both tichiri kukura at satana so quite financially stable. I think for now that's all.
All right. Thank you, Robson. Thank you very much for raising such important issues. Now we're going to throw this over to the Ministry of Women Affairs and the Ministry of Youth. Are there specific initiatives or programs by your parent ministries to address these challenges that have been raised, and encourage more businesses, more startups to be registered? We'll start by the Ministry of Women Affairs.
All right. Thank you very much. Tingati zviripo zvakawanda maprograms aripo atiri kuita seMinistry of Women Affairs, Community Small and Medium Enterprises Development. Titarisisa muno musaka takanangana nenyaya dzeregistration dzema-enterprises edu. Chekutanga tine ma-trainings atinoita isisu seministry. These are clear training programs and activities dzatinochita under the department redu SMEs, Small and Medium Enterprises Development and Cooperative Development Department. ikoko tinenge tichifamba kuma informal sector vedu tichivatsanangudzira zvakakoshera kuregister, kuti segovernment of Zimbabwe, seministry hatinyanyi kufara kuona vabereki vachitreda zvisiri pamutemo, vachimhanyirana necouncil. As government tinenge tisinganyanyi kuudzira kana tisinganyanyi kufarira kuti vabereki vadzingirirane nevecouncil zviya zvisiri pamutemo, kana kuti vaende panzvimbo dzekuti maproducts avo anonayiwa nemvura, anogona kutsva nezuva kana kuti pasina kuomera zvakanaka. Saka tichivakurudzira kuti ikoko vakwanise kunge vachidini, vachiregister those informal traders, tichivatsanangura zvakanakira kuregister. Ikoko tinovatsanangurira, tinovalingisa futi nemaauthorities vari responsible for registration, kungave pamwe pavangave vane mubvunzo like zvakanangana neinsurance, zvakanangana nemataxes. We also have ma-activities atiri toinvita like Zimra, vema-insurance companies, ma-insurance associations vachiuya vachimitana nema-SMEs vedu vari muzaka vachivatsanangurira. So as a ministry, that's another activity yatinge tichiita. Tinozokubatsirai futi registration process kana vanenge vakwanisa kuti vakusvika kwanisa kuda kuregister. You can simply walk into our office. Takavhura maoffices edu pama-council offices, paZakarura district council offices. They simply come, they meet with 2 officers vatori designated for business development, vakangomirira chete maissues iwayo. They come, vasvika ipapo vanobatsirwa kuudziwa zvinodiwa, vobatsirwa. Ministry we also assist with things like name search, kuti tione kuti zita ravari kuda racho tinovati tipe mazita 4, tovabatsira through the system yatinayo ere registration yatichiri kugadzirisa. Tokwanisa ende iye zvino izvi inokwanisawo kuti kana iwo search name iroroona kuti tiri kuapia ere zita rako rekambani, kuti harina umwe munhu ari kurishandisa. So also assist nyaya dzename search tisati tomboenda kuregistration, toona zita ramunoda kutora rekambani, kuti kana riri available then tochiti chiendera mberi mundofila maforms mune muchiasistwa nekamari kacho kadikidiki karegistration fee nemaforms acho, then kuvabatsira kumaendesa kumaoffices. Vanokwanisa kuva vachidini, vachiregister either as a PPC or as a PVT. Then also we have also ma-cooperatives tinoregister futi. Ma-informal sector tinovatsanangurira vanokundikana, vanoti ma-obstacles edu as an individual ndogona kunichiregister company, but where they can come together as a group of 10 people or more, tinenge tichiti uyai mobatana, you register a business organization as a cooperative. Ipapo vanoregister as a cooperative. We assist also in nyaya dze-pre-registration training, nyaya dze-registration, nyaya dzekutobatsira kutoita zvese ma-bylaws and everything, kusvikira certificate rawo re-registration richinge razouya. Tisu zvete tine responsibility kuzodelivera that certificate. We also have the mandate yokuti throughout the life cycle, for example, yema-cooperatives, tinenge uchikwanisa kusvika ipapo tichibatsira kana pakaita ma-challenges or tikaona soti panokunge paine ma-challenges like ma-conflicts, we can as well come in toona kuti ma-problems acho kusvika tichibatsira ma-problems acho kusvika anga achinge achidi, but tinenge tiripo kuti tinge tichibatsirana nevabereki. So as a ministry we have quite a number of activities and programs dziripo earmarked for those vari kuda kuregister. Even vasati varegister tinochitovatsanangura kuti pane zvavari kutosaririra nekuti havasi registered. Once they get registered, they are going to enjoy this and that. So basically Nkamboti as a ministry, that's my activities until everyone is simple to come into the office, then totovabatsira free of charge. We don't need to pay anything in amount.
Alright, ndikumbura kubvunza ipapo. Apa mukuti register, we are registered on behalf of registrar of companies or
We facilitate the
We
process.
facilitated the process.
Yes.
Was for example, for mine here, pig farming, dama registrations akatowande from farm registration, wana name kusvika tazoenda kupig industry board, tobva hapo kuna EIA anenge vachidiwa tofaenda kuma Department of Veterinary Services and then also from the local authorities. So kana ndikaiwa more in meaning kuti mchandibatsira maprocess ese aya kusvika andopera.
Okay, thank you very much. So basically patachitaura kuti registration kuti is a process. It's not an event kuti once matopinda muoffice totodini tototi matopedza registration process, matopedza matova registered. It's a process yatambotaura yakuti inogona kutanga kuti from the first initial stages, because we have stages from kutanga pa name search, then ava available, then zvichisanganisira kucomplete all necessary documents dzinenge dzichidiwa for your particular industry type, because maindustry anogona anga akasiyana. For example, kana ri medicine or construction, maybe kumwe kunenge kuine ma specific requirements. For example, if you want to do zvinhu zvakanangana negas, you need to do ma EIA, ma hazards and environment zvakasiyana siyana. So the process, it includes kutofila ma forms anodiwa, ma guidelines ari kudiwa mu that sector. It also includes kana pakati panodiwa registration fee zvinosanganiswa kuzosvikira certificate renyu radini. So that process yokuti padiwa EIA certificate, padiwa tsambayo, zvinenge zviri part of the registration package. But isusu we assist, as I said, maybe in terms of kungoti sanachitaura zvati apandiwa chakati, then we assist you kuti to register for this, padiwa this and that and that. Then for example panaiti pa name search, ma forms nekukudza zvimwe zvinodiwa ipapo tinenge chibatsira. But for example kuzoti kumhanya nemi kuti tatoti itai EIA iyo zvezva process, it will be actually up to the individual owner of the business to complete those processes zviri kudiwa pa registration, but isusu we facilitate the process.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Now we move on to the Ministry of Youth.
Right, thank you. In response to what the informal entrepreneur said, I'm sure we as a department, I've said before, we have a lot of things like even Mr. Joseph Chasunga said, trainings, and we also have a youth advisory board which can also advise the youth how to do the registration process. And at the same time, it might be very costly for him to register the business, or for the youth who are informal to register their business. But under our Zimbabwe Youth Council, we have shelf companies whereby you can only go and buy those shelf companies in the process, so that you can operate before you open or before you register your own company. You just go to the Zimbabwe Youth Council, you apply for the process, we can even assist for you. So it will be something easy and cheaper. We understand they are still very low in terms of financial, but once you start your business, we also assist in applying for loans and so forth. And it doesn't take a lot of time and whatever, only to get funds so that you can even boost your business. Then you get money to register your business. We've got the Empower Bank, which can even assist you financially. They don't even want a lot of things. They can even ask you if you have some collateral issues, like if you got a stock book, they can see that, and see some other movable assets, whereby they can just see those things and they will assist you in funding. Then you can boost your business. At the same time, you can start operating formally. So I can say those are some of the things we do as ministry. Some of the things Mr. Chadune said, it's an issue of assisting. So you can register your business. There are just a few things which are just needed. So the offices are also open. You can come, we share your challenges. At the end of the day, you come up being registered. Those are the things we normally play as a whole to make these informal youth register their business. I thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So back to the Ministry of Women Affairs. What does the process of registering a business look like here in Zaka district? Are there any simplified options for small businesses? We are talking of making use of the digital space. Are there digital platforms that make it easy for business registration?
Yes. Thank you very much. Let me start by responding to the issue of the digital space. Yes, we have one system already in place. Our officers, as I've alluded to initially, they are trained to implement the new system. That is from the first initial. I talked about issues to do with name search. That is the initial step.
Okay.
That you have to come up with the names of your entity. Then we have that system already in place that our officers, they can assist you to input and have a name search. So that system, it just search the entire registry, the national registry, and see if the name of that company exists. Then if it's available, it simply tells you that the name is available. Then you can go ahead and use it to register. Then the process which applies to Zaka is the process which applies to everyone in Zimbabwe. As you are aware that at government level, I think it has been tried to be simplified. That if you want to get registered, that should be fast-tracked, so that through the issue of ease of doing business. So you are going to see that even if it's someone from another country coming in to register, it will be some process that will be very easy and something that can be done, not in quite a long time, but it will be done in a shortest period of time. So the process which appears in Zaka is the process which appears to everyone. You can decide to go to individual consultants company. It depends with your status, your financial status, and the level of your enterprise. So some they can decide to go to individual consultants, then they are charged for the registration process, or they are charged for buying share of companies. But for those startups, for the youths and for women and for the community, they can come through either the Ministry of Youth, or they can come through the Ministry of Women Affairs. As I said, that they will be assisted there at the office, but the process is just the same. That is, once your name is available, you are supposed now to complete in the forms, like the incorporation, where you incorporate your company. You choose like a business type, what type of your company you like. Maybe it's a private limited company. Then you choose the type of entity. Once you choose the type of entity, you go to the next stage of incorporating your business. That is where you are supposed to fill in that form which says who is your director of this company. Please enter in the directors of your company. Then once in the objectives of your company, your address, the physical address of your company and everything. Then from there you pay those fees that will be maybe asked of you. So that's basically the main process. Yekungoti wangosecha zita rako kana risina mumwe munhu wakutokwanisa kurishandisa, then wakutotsvaga type of organization. Is it a private company or whatever type of, or is it a cooperative or PVT or a BBC, whatever. Wawana the type of organization, that's the next thing, is to incorporate yourself. Incorporate yourself, makutaura ma directors and the actual people and the actual objects of your company. Then from there, this you do through filling in my forms. Then mafila ma forms anozoenda kwanoenda kwana registrar of companies. Then alaro imatobhadhara mari dzenyu dzamunenge muchinzi mudini mubhadhare. Then sezvatambotaura zvazvo, kana industry yenyu ine zvimwe zviri specific, for example zvinoda to do with angava ma-health and hazards, pamwe pane zvimwe zvamunonzi mitai, so alongside your application maybe munogona kunzi itai ema ingirikini. So tingangoti nepapfupi hapana chinhu chakanyanya kuoma process to simply decide on yourself if you now want to get registered. That's the initial step. Watodaro, that is the key process. Matongo ufunga kuti tauda register tichi benefita zviri kubenefitwa nevamwe vari registered, then motsvaga mazita enyu osechwa, madaro mopiwa maforms enyu, motsvaga type of business renyu ramoda, mofila maforms. That is the process of incorporating. Matodaro mobhadhara mafees enyu anenge achinzi bhadharai nekufila mamwe zvinodiwa for that specific type of business rame muchiita, those regulations and everything. Madaro, once you submit, then you wait for your registration certificate. Then once you get your registration certificate, you are supposed also now to implement the objects of your company. It will be like you have registered yourself kuti I'm into petroleum, pamwe wakuoneka wakuita zvema-drugs kana kuti wakutengesa zvimwe series, handitika pamwe wakuita zvema-drugs and things, but wakamboregister kuti ndokutengesa petroleum products. So ipapo futi the register of companies or government vanenge vaine mandate either to withdraw that license or to charge you following my misconducts awanenge waita, but ngangoti that will be at a later stage. But chakakosha kuimplement the objects of your company as you have rightly mentioned by application yamunenge. Then to meet other obligations dzinenge dzichidiwa mudhatichi sector. So I think in brief ndingangoti the situation that happens in Zaka is the situation that happens everywhere as long as we're in Zimbabwe. But we are saying in Zaka or elsewhere, you go to the ministry of either Ministry of Youth or Ministry of Women Affairs, there are some designated personnel varipo vanokutokubatsirai imi muchiita navo kusvikira pese pamune muchinetseka. So imi zvatongoda is just to get yourself the idea of getting registered, then everything leave to the government, even at ward level, at community level. We have also cadres at community level. Don't worry, my obstacles are some of these things you can arrange even at community level, at ward level, even at your village level. We have quite a number of officers communities, which you can link my community development officers, my youth development officers. They can as well assist my youths, my traders, so as ministry, it's told my cooperatives are to register my fishing cooperatives, my cooperatives, my SACCO savings and credit cooperatives. But this, as you know, I'm watching a story community level. They will just pass through our district office. Tichiona kungoti zvinhu zvavaita zviri righted, but otherwise vanogona kutobatsirwa kuma-business centers kwavari ikoko, then kuma-business centers ikoko kune vema-associations futi variko vanenge vachiripo. For my every business centers there are also associations there, like the Chamber of SMEs. They can also liaise with whoever was doing registration or wanaita anything kuti isusu tiri pa-business center katiri paarea yakati, we have 3, 4, 5 youths vari kuita crafts, they want to get registered. Once mukaita come through even those associations like Youth Advisory Body, like the Chamber of SMEs, like other bodies, they can as well facilitate. So we don't want to make it a very big process. Sezvamataura tinogona kuita scary other people kuti vaone zvekuti registration kutoita sekunyora zama refomfu. Aiwa, registration is about you choosing the decision kuti tauda kuformalize whatever zvandiri kuita ndibenefitewo zviri kubenefitwa nevamwe, uye ma-obstacles ari kusangana nevanhu vasiri registered tikwanise kumaita like overcome.
Yes.
So ndikangoti basically that is the process.
Okay, ndemubvunzo. So roughly for this registration process inotora like how long from the initial processes panotapinda muoffice me tasearch kwasita redu tapasa takwenda kunext up to the panozoya certificates roughly zvinotora nguva yakareba sei?
Like time hazvitori nguva yakareba sterek, hazvitori nguva. Ndinga zokupromisa time isiriyo mukazoti akambototi hazvitori nguva yakareba, but what you have to understand is that it doesn't take a lot of time. The only process ingangotonetsa ndeyekuti maybe patachitaura kuti depending on the system kuti is it up and running name search yandaitaura because it's online, maybe nogona kumboita down or unogona ita but otherwise if everything is normal it doesn't take a lot of time. Very short and midst of it they also
Yes, I can also respond to this. Like what Mr. Bright is asking, is there any digitalization whereby you can do your process of registration? Really, of course, nowadays there is a lot of technology whereby even coming to our offices, we can just do that online without even taking a lot of paperwork and so forth. So I would even want to promise you that through digitalization, you can register your company online, and the information is just there. Even the forms, you can get them on the system. Then it's not all that tough to register your company. I'm sure that's the one I can say.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now we're moving on to our third segment, whereby we'll be looking at opportunities for registered businesses. And whilst we're addressing this issue of opportunities, we'd like to hand over this to the Ministry of Youth and also the Ministry of Women Affairs. What opportunities are available specifically for registered businesses that informal businesses may not access? For example, when we talk of funding.
Thank you so much. There are a lot of opportunities. I would like to say, Mr. Gager, by not registering your business, you are just missing a lot. Because by registering, you will be having the opportunities that of having access to finance, loan, grants, and so forth. So, to those who are also registered, there are a lot of things they are benefiting, like tax clearance and tax deductions. So I would even urge you to register so that you enjoy being part of government programs. You can also get contracts. You can also bid for tenders if you are registered. There are just a lot. Even hiring of employees, you can hire employees to work because you'll be registered, you'll be recognized, and even credibility of customers, suppliers, you'll be enjoying all those benefits. So just to mention a few, those are some of the things I would like to say. If you are registered, you can benefit from the government programs. Thank you.
Okay, over to you, Mr.
Okay.
Jagino.
Thank you very much. I think the benefits are more like the same. Sezvataura mapiketi kuti kunyanya nyaya dzematenda sezvavataura macontracts zvinhu zvinobvunziwa pamwe muchida kupiwa basa, saka kana usina it will be very difficult kuti ungochipiwa basa nemamwe makambani. Then sezvataurwa zvakuti mastandards mabuyers nemacustomers vakutokuda kuti vasupply because vakuziva kuti unokumita some of those standards because you are registered. So vanoziva kuti munhu is doing everything is formal and is paying tax to government, saka they will have a lot of trust to deal with you because vanoziva kuti munhu ane mareferences are traceable. Tikamuisira mari yedu mumaakaunti yake hatizi because ari registered ari formal than izvozvi ukangonzi waisirwa mari hausi registered hauzikanwa watiza nezvinhu zvezvi. So I think then obviously inyaya dzemalons dziri critical. Pane pakuzoti mari dzakubudawo dzai dzakawanda, they will look into those things because vanotarisa kuti are you registered or not. Then kana wakaregister what type of sector yauri kumeita here mangrikeni. Then there are also other opportunities to do hazvo like ma-expons anogona kuitwa. There may be also chances to be nyaya dzakaita sema-trade fairs. So sometimes kana zvimwe zvinhu zvedu zviri registered zvinotipawo ma-opportunities ekudii. Then in terms of also vamwe vanhu vamune muchidhila nawo vakatadzawo kudini kumitawo ma-obligations avo when dealing with you as a registered entity, you have a chance kana kuti mukana wokuvasuwawo kuti vakadhilawo necompany yedu, they promised to pay us 20,000 but they failed. Then since we are registered, we do this. So we have a lot of end kana registered. You can sue others entities, you can sue other people kana vasinga meet my applications avo kana vachidhilawo nemi. So it will be very correct to register. Even zvatachitaura izvozvi zvekuti kuzowanirwawo pekushandira pakanaka handiti. Kana muri registered, it's very easy to go to council and ask for land kuti sisi we are registered, land yatachishandisa tiri vanhu 10 takaregister into crafts or whatever, tipei land yet want now to construct a property, a workspace kana kuti whatever zvamunoda kudi kugadzira. Saka muchaona kuti vekanziwo kana vakaona zviregistered vanenge vane obligations pamuprovider with issues to do. But kana some of the things musiri properly constituted, it will be also very difficult with other stakeholders to relate with you. So I think that's some of the advantages of registration.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chazino. Now, to you, Walter. Since formalizing a business, what opportunities or benefits have you experienced that Robson is missing as an informal enterprise?
All right, thank you. In response to the questions, the opportunities and the benefits, I can start by saying tax benefits and the compliance. When you are registered, that means you can get deductions, exemptions, as well as credits. But if you are not registered, you cannot get that. So guys, another opportunity I managed to get. Also issues to do with growth. You can grow as far as you want when you are registered, because you can attract investors, you can attract partners. For example, myself, I managed to be among the selected, and I was trained at the Sustainable and Resilient Enterprise. That was 2021, and I managed to get a certificate. And this was an opportunity for registered companies only. And also issues to do with contracts and tenders. As you know, the government is the main customer. So basically on my side, my customers are hospitals, hotels, schools. So if you are not registered, obviously you are not going to get my tenders, yes, as well as my contracts. So on my side it's a plus because I'm registered. I've got so many tenders on my side. Also product certification from SARS. If you are registered, that means you can sell locally or internationally, because they require those certificates of incorporation, certificate licenses, as well as a price. But if you are not registered, you cannot sell your products internationally because it's a requirement. Also issues to do with credibility. If you are registered, that means you are going to attract more investors, like what I've said before, and also my partners. I was also among selected again recently. You want to improve your business because I was registered, so I was selected. This is an opportunity again to my side. So you are supposed to register your company.
Yes.
Also ability to hire employees. Formal business can hire employees, providing opportunities for growth, expansion and job creation. Unokwanisa kutora vanhu at any given time paunoda waemployer, because unenge une zvananasa nevamwe vachitoziva kuti hapane safety apa, hatingozoti company at the end of the day hatiwani mabenefits. Vanogona kuwana pension again because vanenge vachiziva kuti unenge uchicomply with the NASA regulation. Also nyaya protection of personal assets, providing a level of separation between personal and business assets. You know, if you are registered, you know that these assets, it's for the business, it's not for my personal benefit.
Yes.
But if you are not registered, obviously you are going to take that money as a personal, but if you are registered, you know it's for business. Also issues of networking. On networking, we can talk of my workshops, my trainings. Some of the requirements, we want my registered companies. But if you are not registered, at the end of the day, you are going to lose money in getting my workshops, you and my trainings, of which this is going to equip you if you are to be trained. It's a plus to your business, to your workers. At the end of the day, you are the benefit. For now, this is what I can say. Thank you.
It's okay. Can you explain more on the tax clearance about Zimra? How do you pay your taxes?
How do you pay your tax?
Zimra.
All you need is you're supposed to document everything. What you did, what you do, no matter what you are doing, a profit or a loss, you have to document your works everywhere. At the end of the day, you can name papers whether you are making a loss or a profit. You want to go through your papers, is this true or false? Assist from there. My profits are get, my losses are get, over certify.
So imimi murikwenda annually or quarterly or monthly murikuita sekwenda ku Zimra? Quarterly.
Because pani online platforms wanatinwa wewe nokuti unongoenda online yako wotoita payment yako, at the end of the day utowana certificate yako.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Walter. Now, back to the Ministry of Women Affairs and the Ministry of Youth, our parent ministries. Vabereki vedu takanangana nema youth, nema small businesses. What role does formalization play in accessing government support, such as training programs and subsides?
Great, thank you. It's not much different from what the former entrepreneur did say. Those benefits or the opportunities is all the same. Like you can go for my government programs whereby you have my trainings of how you run your business. Even my workshops, you can also get those opportunities of attending my workshops. You see, like na trade fair, chichi, and like what I've been said before.
Yeah.
You can as well benefit those opportunities of showcase your business. So it's almost the same. Like all the benefits you are getting once you are a registered entrepreneur, it's also the benefits you will be getting is an advantage from the government.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Piketty. Now over to you, Mr. Chazino.
Okay, ndingangoti sekutoroka zviri kungoitwa kungotaura kungoti government side zvakanakawo kuti kana tinge taregister, because sezviri kutaurwa government inokwanisawo kudini kuwekawo mari kuti munyika medu kana kuti muarea mumu how much amount kana kuti how much money iri kuitwa munzvimbo yetakanangana mune contribution yenzvimbo iyo kune upfumi hwenyika yese. Saka tichiti zvinhu zvakanakirawo munhu wese kuregister. Zvinongonakirawo SME chete, zvakanakirawo komiti yedu, zvakanakirawo kuti akutekisiwawo munhu uya, mari dziya dzinodzokawo dzoinvestwawo mune mamwe macapital projects development kugovernment nechiwanawo mari yekushandisawo kune mamwe national development. Saka tingangoti nekuda kwema-incentives iwa yanenge achipiwa negovernment, uchaona sezvachitorwa naformer entrepreneur nevamwe vedu kuti pane mabenefits akawanda through registration. Kuti waregister pane zvakatowanda zvaunodini, zvaunotobenefita kugovernment handiti maona. Saka zvimwe zvacho tambozvitaura, zvimwe zvacho zvataurwa, asi tingangoti nyaya dzekuregister pane zvakawanda zvamunodini, zvamunobenefita kugovernment zvataurwa, like nyaya idzodzi dzema-incentives, nyaya dzekubenefita ma-rebates. Izvozvi zvimainzwa kana kuti panonzi izvozvi vari kuimpota some of these products, duty free products, handiti maona. Vanoimpota ma-basic products, like for example zvakati nezvakati munoenjoya tax rebate duty free, handimona. But kana uregistered, kana usiri, hauchakwanisi kundoaccessa those incentives dzechiofirwa negovernment. So zvakanakira kuregister zvakawanda, ngatingozivai kuti zvakadini. Zvimwe tingatonge tichitozvisiya mudiscussion yatikunenge tichitoita tichikwanisa kuita
last segment where we give practical advice and a call to action. To the Ministry of Women Affairs, what steps would you recommend to an entrepreneur who is considering formalizing their business?
Okay, thank you very much. I think going forward, ndingangoti sekutaura kwataita kuti masteps atichikurudzira kuti kana mafunga kuti munoda kuregister company yenyu kana kuti zvamuri kuita zvepamutemo, ndingangoti chekutanga itai masteps tingangoti 5. Kana zvimwe zviripo togona kuzobatsira but semaonero angu handizvandoona zvakakosha. Chekutanga kungoita tsvakurudzo yezvinhu zvirimo muindastry menyu mamuri kuda kudini, mamuri kuda kuregister. Kana muda kuregister zvinoenderana nema-natural gas nezve-renewable energy, monyatsokuona kuti what are the specific requirements dzeindustry iyoyo. Muchaudziwa kana achidiwa ma-EI, kana pachidiwa ema-clearance, kana pachidiwa before you register, get to understand the requirements first. Then chech2 zvatambotaura zvezvo, come up with a business name handitika rekuti harionekwi riri neumwe munhu muthat geographical area yamunenge muchiita. Madaro ndingangoti chechi3 zita renyu maona kuti hariwanekwi masechero online, zvatachitaura zviya online zvatachitaura masechero haraonekwa kuti haripo, kana kuti masecha imimi online maona kuti haripo. Chakutarisirwa kuti muincorporate business renyu. Kuincorporate business ndiko kwatachitaura kuya kwamune muchifila mafomu ndo akangofanira kuapply, ngoti tisu vananingirikini address yedu iri pakati nepakati, tinenge tichiita zvakati nezvakati nezvakati, ndo objects yebusiness redu. Matodaro motobhadhara kana pane zvimwe zvichida kudini kubhadhariwa, kana pakanzi padiwa ka registration fee $5, motobhadhara registration fee $5 here, moto submitter your papers kurelevant authority, then kwenyu makutongoita follow up, then you wait for the registration certificate renyu. Sezvo zvatambotaura maregister mava necertificate, it does not end there. Handitika kwakurarama yatoti purpose in the life yenyu yokanasiya kuti makamboti moda kuita maobjects enyu ecompany, tinoita zvakati nezvakati nezvakati. You stick to the core business, mastika to the core business ramakamboagirira muita muchimbleya, then muchikomplya kuma-regulations atachitaura angawo ma-national regulations, ma-local authority regulations, other statutory requirements dzamune muchinzi mudini mubhadhara. Kana zikazitai ma-tax returns, mukazitai zvamune muchibhadhara, muchikomplya kubhadhara zvamune muchinzi mudini mubhadhare. Kana muchihaya vashandi, muchionawo kuti muri kumeta the standards the labor, according to the labor laws? Are you going to meet the canary health? Are you going to meet the industry standards? CCD. Once you do, so you make your profit. I think you are good to go and manage to contribute a lot of revenue to local area then to the national gross domestic income. So basically that is the mama steps. I'm very simple. Atingada kuti save chidiki vange vachikwanisa kudi asi kuti save chidiki nemayouths kana kuti munhu wese tine rombo rakanaka kuti sezvatambotaura kuti tine magovernment agencies and other private players vanogona kungotidi kuti assista noruzivo nekungoti facilitatera kuti iwe ndiye anoda iwe into zvodai tinogona kuteka advantage sezvatambotaura kuti Ministry of Youth, Ministry of Men Affairs, mamwe organizations akazvimirira like vanataro youth nevamwe vakangosiyana siyana vanogona ngotidini kutibatsira kuti tinge tiri registered. So ndingangoti in brief, there's nothing to worry about, there's nothing scary about it. It's just those simple steps, then you get registered. Maybe one gonna.
Yeah, I'm so happy that our informal business trader is asking a lot of things.
Yeah, sure.
And then if you were registered, I'm sure you could have been in a lot of acquired information, going for workshops, the program exchange visits. You'll be sharing a lot of things, but just because you're not registered, you miss a lot of information. Like Mr. Chinuro has been saying, he's been going a lot of places and meeting a lot of other entrepreneurs who are registered, and they've been sharing a lot of information. So we urge you to register your business.
Yes,
then you benefit and you will understand more about registering your business. But it's all the same. You can visit our offices, and we will help you and we assist you to register your company. Because what is most important is to have the profile. Once you have the profile of your business, everything is done. That's the only thing I can advise you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. While we were deliberating on recommendations to the considering formalizing businesses, we also touched an important issue, is that of compliance. So we're not going to dwell on this anymore. Then I'm going to pose a question to us all here. What advice would we give to fellow business owners who are still hesitant to formalizing their operations? We'll start by Walter, going to Mr. Chagino, and lastly Mr. Pickett.
Okay, thank you. My colleague, I urge you to register your business just after this session. Why? Because as I have mentioned earlier before, there are so many benefits compared to challenges like what you have been saying. If you register, at the end of the day, you are going to have better working conditions, especially from the RDC part. You know, in business, most of the people, they do hide and seek.
Yes.
It is so over under council. Well, at least we are doing something which is innovative, but you are busy running away from council. But if you are formalized, then you are home and dry. At the end of the day, you are going to improve your brand reputation. You are going to increase trust and confidence to your business. You are also going to enhance innovation, like such issues to do with my copyrights. You don't go consult all those things when you are registered. But if you are not registered, you miss a lot of things, like what Mr. Pickett have been saying, issues to do with the trainings, workshops, conferencing, and stuff. So you go and register your business. It might be difficult, but I urge you to register. At the end of the day, you are going to benefit a lot, and you are going to come back to us smiling.
Okay, over to you, sir.
No, thank you very much, our host. Tingangoti sezvandabotaura kuti kune zvikozhero zvimwe, saka zvimwe unokwanisawo kuzvita overcome through nyaya dzeregistration. Saka ndingangoti zvimwe zvinogona tinetsa sema-entrepreneurs tinogona kuzvidini kuzviita overcome through nyaya dzeregistration. Saka kune vamwe vaya vanogona kunge vachifunga kaviri kana kuti vachinetseka kuti toregistare toningirike. Zvimwe zvamunogona kunge musangana nazvo muindustry zvinogona kugadziriswa nenyaya dzechini dzekuti kana mava registered some of the things they work out. Nyaya dzekushaya mabasa nekutoshaya maclients pamwe zvichitokonzeresa nekusati va registered. So once you get registered you get a lot of benefits sezvatambotaura.
Right, my dear friend, we're still coming back to you. The only thing you are coming to is you are so very fortunate. You've got Mr. Chinu just adjacent to you there. Take your time, be with him, share a lot with him. It won't take you a day or two to be registered. Really, we are missing a lot of things. Because right now we have been talking, going into the community elders, village heads, chiefs and the like. But if you are registered, they will come to you and just give you land.
Yes.
They won't even argue whenever you ask for land to do your business. Because you'll be one developing your community. Yes. And they will be very proud of that. So I want you to enjoy all these benefits. All what we are saying is, is through the government. So I want you to enjoy the government programs and trainings so that you grow.
Yes.
And you can be like someone else. Don't look down upon yourself. Just go and register your business.
Yes.
I thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. To you, Robson, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I'm going to register. That's all I'm going
To register now.
Yeah. As soon as yesterday.
Okay, so thank you all for joining us today and sharing your insights. Formalization might seem daunting, but as we have heard here, it's a step worth taking for long-term growth and success. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Tariro Talks. If you have any questions or stories to share, reach out to us on our social media platforms. Until next time, stay inspired and keep building your dreams. This podcast was made possible by the United States Agency for International Development with the assistance of the American people. Thank you.